can you just tell me about my O-level results? I sat for 8 subjects. Okay, I will tell. I only passed 2 subjects. 2 subjects. And they chased me out from the school because I am the number one idiot. Only 2 subjects out of 8 subjects. They have invited me to Paris to be the chairman of the World Conference on safeguarding intangible cultural heritage. So I went there from 13th to 18th December 9, 2021. I completed the degree after 7 years, and I got my first degree at the age of 45. At the age of 45, from the age of 20, 25 years I swam against the wave of the river. Good day to you. I am Dr.Punchi. I'm coming to you through a YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is Dr.Punchi. You know, in the year 2020, I was appointed as the Secretary General of Unesco in Sri Lanka. And I worked as Secretary General of Unesco for nearly 2 years until the end of 21. Now here, after my appointment, after 6 months' time, the headquarters from Paris and the regional headquarters from New Delhi, they appointed me as the chairman for 14 countries, South and Central Asia countries. And after 1 year, they have decided to appoint me as the chairman of 44 countries, that is Asia and Pacific countries. Because they have divided the world in 6 regions. So, one region is our region, that is Asia Pacific region, and there are 44 countries. And UNESCO, there are committee, the entire world. Normally, a UNESCO is affiliated to the government. It's a government body. In Sri Lanka, I was the Secretary General under Ministry of Education. So, this UNESCO, they have invited me to Paris to be the chairman of the World Conference on safeguarding intangible cultural heritage. So I went there from 13th to 18th December 9, 2021. I was the chairman of the World Conference. But, you know, can you imagine, now for my O-level, I sat for 8 subjects. 8 subjects. This was somewhere in 1962. And I would like to ask a question from you. Now, by this time, my first degree is physics and double maths, BSc. And I have master's degree in communication, master's degree in international affairs, master's degree in business management, and master's degree in management, and a PhD in mass communication. So with all that, I would like to ask a question from you. Can you just tell me about my O-level results? I sat for 8 subjects. Okay, I will tell. I only passed 2 subjects. 2 subjects. And they chased me out from the school because I am the number one idiot. Only 2 subjects out of 8 subjects. And then, anyway, I was managed to get over that and I got through my O-level. And then I got into a school in Kandy, a major school, and I was reading for the advanced level with 4 subjects, physics, chemistry, pure maths, applied mathematics. And normally in Sri Lankan universities, you can get into a university only with 3 shies. And if you have 4 shies, you are not eligible to go to the university. So within the 3 shies, you must be able to get into the university. So I sat for the first time, I was failed. I was so unhappy. Then what happened, my mother was a teacher, father was a principal, My family is 10. I am the second person. So 8 people are looking at me. Oh my God, what happened to you? Then I thought, no, I should not stay at home after that. It's hindering to the future of all the others. Then I left home from Kandy to Colombo. And then my main target or my main idea was to get into the university. So then therefore, I sat second time, but I couldn't get through. Third time, and that's the final chance to get into a university. What happened? Again failed. So that I realized I will never get into a university after that in my life. I won't be able to get any kind of degree because my third try is over now. But I never gave up. I went to the UGC Chiraman at that time. And I met him. I said, sir, I sat for A-level for 3 times and I failed. He looked at me, looking at an idiot. And then I asked, sir, if I pass from the 4th try, can I get into the university? You know what he said? He said, you are not capable enough to do these higher studies. Therefore, the best thing is you stay in your own village and do some farming. I was so sorry. I went out of that house and I was walking. And I entered to a major road. And the name of the road in Sinhala is Bauddha Lokamavata. In other words, if I translate into English, it is some kind of a Buddhist philosophical road. And in Buddhist philosophy, there's 8 pathfold. And we call it Arya Ashtangika Marga. And there, Lord Buddha said, there are 8 points. And one is right effort, right effort, right effort. In other words, never give up, never give up. Then I was shouting in that road. I said, no, I will never give up. Before I die, I am going to get a degree. That was my courage. That was my determination. I cried. I shouted. That was my determination. Then I tried, and then at the age of 28, I got married, but still I couldn't get through my A-level. And then, again, even during my marriage life, I sat for A-level. Finally, I got through, but remember, at the 6th time, in other words, I did my A-level for 6 times. 6 times. All the other 5 times fail. But I never give up. I never give up. The moment I get the bad result, I said, no, I will come back again. I will do it again. I will do it again. And finally, at the 6th time, I got through. And then after that, I know in Sri Lanka, you can't get into university now. Then I wrote to various countries in UK, USA, Australia, English-speaking countries. But I never got a reply. Anyway, even with that, I was able to get into the national television and for the educational television unit. But remember, there was a rule, only graduates can get into that position, but because of my capability, they recruited me. That is somewhere in 1980-81. And in 1982 in Sri Lanka, they have opened up a university called Open University. That is the place where I can go. Then I ran and I went to the university. I know now this is the best chance. But remember, they refused my entrance. They refused. Then I asked why. They said then, because every time in advanced level, chemistry subject, always I get a fail. F. Every time. Throughout my 6 times. Chemistry is failed. So they said, you have pure maths, applied maths, physics, only 3 subjects. But in our university, you have to get 3 subjects to do a course. But we don't have applied mathematics. So therefore, you can't get in. Then I said, it is not my fault. It's your fault. This university is for people like us. Leftover people like us. So that's not my fault. Then I shouted and I met many professors in that university. Many professors. I can remember one strong professor of physics, Professor Osman Jairatna. He was very serious about this. He was very concerned about me. I said, don't worry, I'll do my best. And then the council go together. And what they said, after 4 months, they gave me a reply. And they invited me to come to the university. And then they said, we have introduced the subject applied mathematics. Now you can get into the university. Then the next batch, actually it is the first batch of Open University of Sri Lanka, though it is 4 months later. So I was in the first batch and it took 7 years. Physics, chemistry, I had to do, and then pure applied, all that, and then finally physics and double maths. I completed the degree after 7 years and I got my first degree at the age of 45. At the age of 45, from the age of 20, 25 years I swam against the wave of the river. I went upstream of the river. I was swimming upstream of the river. Very difficult, very difficult. Every time there were disturbances, obstacles, but I never discouraged with those things. I never gave up. I never gave up. And I got my first degree at the age of 45. I never gave up. I went forward. I went forward. I went forward. So this is what the Indian philosopher Rabindranath Tagore said, ek chalo, go forward, go forward, go forward. Even without anybody, by alone yourself, go forward, you can win. So dear friends, never give up. Just because you fail in one, never give up. You know Thomas Alva Edison, right, the famous scientist. So many failures, but finally he managed to succeed. Like me, and after the age of 45, I immediately got all the master's degrees and PhDs. And finally I became the world's chairman. I think this is the first time a person, a Sri Lankan, got this position. World chairman, safeguarding intangible cultural heritage, UNESCO World Conference chairman. They appointed me. So therefore, I was able to develop many skills, including communication skills. So one day I will tell you about this education later. Anyway, now I am very happy. So therefore, dear friends, in life, you might fail, but never go back. Come forward, come back again, come back again. Finally, you will win. So I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. Now I come to you through a YouTube channel, that is Dr.Punchi Bigaswate YouTube. Please subscribe, tell your friends. I will come with various topics in the future. Thank you very much and goodbye.